Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to unleash the power of ComfyUI using an uncensored model that we're going to download locally on our machine, and we'll be able to generate a thorough prompt for a text-to-image generation such as Z-image or Flax or any other image generation that you like. In this case here we have our workflow already in ComfyUI, and by the way, this workflow is going to be in my guide down below. Feel free to download it at the end of this video. Of course, it's free, and you get also all the step-by-step instructions on how to install all these nodes and create this workflow. So I was able to upload an image, and then the language model Qwen 3.5 uncensored was able to generate a prompt that I took and pasted into Z-image, was using text-to-image turbo, and generate a similar image down below here. So even if you have a blurry picture, it does a pretty good job. This picture was quite small, but I took it from a screenshot from a video just to test how clever this language model was. The first things we're going to do, we're going to open a new workflow and a new canvas. We're going to install the Ollama chat. We have to go into the manager here on top, and we're going to custom nodes manager. And then on the top here left, we're going to search Ollama with 2L, and there we go. You got ComfyUI Ollama. That's the one you need to download. If you haven't downloaded, you should be able to see the install button here. Mine is already installed. That's why you see these 4 buttons. But click on install. Once you install it, the first step is done. Then you can close here, and then the second step is to install Ollama on your machine. All you have to do is simply go to the official website Ollama, which is ollama.com/downloads, choose your operating system and press download. Once you download it, you can install it, and it's going to look like this. Very simple chat. We have to download also our language models. So we're gonna go and search here on top for Fred Red Zone, Fred and Ray Zones 55. This developer has quite a few of them. The one that I'm testing is the Qwen 3.5 uncensored, this one here, and also the Gemma 4 uncensored. But feel free to use any of this. It's up to you. I'm gonna use Qwen 3.5 and show you what it does. Once you click there, you have the option to install it. To install, all you have to do is simply go into this area here where you see this command, which is the CLI. Just copy that by clicking on copy, and then you can go to your PowerShell, open a new tab on top, and then paste that in and press return. I'm not going to do it now because mine is already installed, but after you install it, you can close this tab, and then you can go into Ollama, and you can load the model down here. You can see on the drop down all the models that are available, and the one that we need is one of these 2. I'm gonna click on Qwen 3.5. Now the model is loaded. If you want to test if it works, you just say hi here and see if it answers. And if it does, means the model is loaded. Yeah, it's loading. Perfect. So I can just minimize this. Do not close it because we have to use it as a backend for our ComfyUI. After we've done that, we can go back to the workflow. We're gonna double click on the empty canvas, and we're going to load Ollama. And this is the Ollama chat that we need. There we go. We're gonna click on that. Then we're gonna click on connectivity. We're gonna drag and drop that there, and we need to use connectivity. And then you're gonna resize this as well. You're gonna make this a little bit bigger so we have space for our text prompt. And then we need to link the result into a preview. So we're gonna go into text preview, and there we go, it's preview as text, and we're going to place it here. We're going to resize this as well. Another thing I'll do is reset session. I want to be able to drag and drop images into my model, and I don't want the previous image to be in the cache memory. Our models have the vision ability, so we're going to use images here. We're going to drag that and drop it down here, and we're going to load an image. And there we go. We have the image box, image node actually, into our environment. And once we're ready, we can then create a nice group. Holding down Control in your window, select all the nodes that you want to put together, and then just click on Group over here. And now we have a nice group here. And you can feel free to rename it. I'm going to leave it as it is for now, and we can move it around. This will allow us to turning it on and off by clicking on Bypass Group Nodes and set the group back on when we need it. Because then, as a second step, we need to also add our Z image turbo workflow as well. So to add that into our system, we have to go into the templates here on the left hand side and just type Z-image, and we can either use the base model. I use the base model, but it's a bit slow. It's usable and the quality is quite good, but you can also use the turbo. I'm going to use the turbo for this demonstration. I'm going to click on that. That is our workflow. And by the way, if you need to install, if you need to download the model, you have the instructions here on the left hand side that tells you exactly where to go. You just click on these links and then it will basically guide you through downloading them. If you have any issue with that, just send me a comment down below and I will help you. But it's pretty straightforward. You can simply click on them, hold down Control, and we can just copy them by clicking on this 3-dot icon. So if you just do that, I'm gonna copy and then go back to my unsaved workflow over here, and I'm gonna paste them down here. So now I've got my nodes here, and I'm gonna create also a group. They are already highlighted. I can click on that and I can create a group for that. And I can also call this image to video. No, actually text to video. Text to image, sorry. I don't know why I'm saying that. Text to image. Okay, now another thing we need to make sure is this box needs to be empty. Otherwise it's going to generate a different image. Okay, now we need to click on the group and bypass it, because now we need to test if this is actually working. The first things we're gonna do, we're going to load an image. I'm gonna go to choose file. I'm gonna load an image, the one from before. I'm gonna press open, or you drag and drop it. It's the same thing. Then here, instead of using this prompt, I'm gonna just remove all of this, and then I would probably also remove this keep alive for 5 minutes. This is just keeps the model in the memory, but if you're struggling with the memory for your graphic card, of your graphic card, you just need to put this to 0 and you'll be okay. Now we want to just test it if it works. So one of the first things you can do, you just simply go into the prompt down below here. This is the custom prompt and this is the system. This is the one you fill with a main prompt, and here if you want to specify what you want the model to analyze and to transcribe into your text. But for now, I'm gonna just say describe the image into paragraph. Why am I doing this? Because otherwise it's going to be very thorough and it's going to make a prompt too long to be used in any text to image generation. So let's see what happened. While it's running this, I'm going to tell you another thing. This can be quite buggy. So if while you're using it, it's not generating the right prompt for you, my suggestion is to quit ComfyUI and reopen it. And that will help refresh the memory. Here I've got now a prompt. The image features a female performer on stage dressed in an elaborate white ensemble designed for a high energy performance. Okay, I specify a couple of, paragraphs, which could be actually enough for our Z image. Now we're going to test this. We're going to copy our prompt. I'm going to disable this group, and I'm gonna go down to text to image. I'm gonna set the group nodes to always, and then paste this in. Another thing you need to do before you even press run, make sure that the resolution is the same, the aspect ratio. This is 1200 by 675. I'm gonna do the same thing here. 1200. And the height, I think the height is 675, yes. Which is quite small, but to test is actually perfect. It will adjust automatically. If I want to make it slightly bigger or smaller, as you can see, it jumps to 688, but let's leave it to 672. Also, another thing you need to notice, if you actually upload a very large image, it might come up with an error, because the tokens that the language model uses are a maximum of 4096, I believe. That is the limit. Some other models might have more, but usually 4096 is the kind of standard. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like that, because I tried to upload an image which was huge and I had issues with that. Okay, so let's now run this and see if it works. And there we go. Now we have a nice representation of that. It actually performs even better in a way. And so that's the sort of things you'll be able to do with the Qwen 3.5. You can also, let me bypass this and go back here. You can also use a different model. At the moment, we can use Gemma 4. Gemma 4 is something you can also download, same way as I showed you before. And again, the links are in the description below. And you also see here Gemma 4. I'm gonna try that, and I'm going to reconnect. And I'm gonna press now run and see what happened. Gemma 4 can be quite cumbersome sometimes. It might come up with a very long description of the image, but the trick is you just need to type here, describe the image in a couple of paragraphs, in 3 paragraphs or so, and sometimes it does the job very well. Now, I haven't tested this live, and there we go. We're gonna use this description of Gemma into our set image below here. I'm gonna paste it here, and I'm going to run it. Same image, just different language model. And again, this is uncensored, so you can pretty much do anything you like. As you can see, this is a sort of the thing you need to expect from Gemma 4. So this is not what I was expecting. Now, if this happened, and I'm glad that actually happened live, we go back into our image generation here, into our model. We're gonna leave Gemma 4, and we're gonna use one of the prompts that I actually used for testing this. And by the way, these are also in the guide. Gemma 4 is completely hallucinating. Even though I put just the normal instructions here, it's just hallucinating. So I would probably rely on Qwen 3.5. And by the way, when you load a different model here, just go to Ollama and make sure you load that model here as well. Just make sure it's selected, then you just minimize it and try this again. I'm gonna try that again with the Qwen and see if it does its job. And Qwen 3.5 is actually working very well. If I now copy this and paste it into our Z image, it's now generating a very, very similar image. Actually, now you see a little bit, this image has been generated with automatic 1111 Stable Diffusion using a pony model, and this one instead is being generated now with Z image, which looks much more realistic. So you can actually use, you can see actually the textile of the clothing and the reflection, and you can even upscale this later on. The clothing texture and resolution in Z image are quite accurate. Quite like the way they interpret the clothing. If you want to upscale this image, all you need to do is simply go into Control after generate instead of randomize. You're gonna press fixed, and we can double up that number. I usually do, let's say, 2000 by 1200. And of course, it's not gonna make exactly the same image, but if you use this method, you're gonna have an image which is now double the size as this one, but it's gonna be similar, not the same. If you want to use an upscaler, you can definitely use an upscaler in ComfyUI. Otherwise, you can use this method. Now I've got a much bigger image, and if I want to have a different results, all I need to simply just press run again, and until I get something that I'm satisfied with, and then I can use it. And feel free to experiment with other uncensored language models, and if you discover something I haven't, please let me know in a comment down below. Thank you so much. I'll see you next one.